Welcome to the AltaMed PACE program.
PACE stands for Program of All-Inclusive Care for the Elderly.
Join us for a quick tour.
We'll explain to you what the PACE program has to offer.
Come along, let's get the tour started.
Welcome. You're about to take a tour of a senior healthcare program that has unique benefits. This program is called PACE, and it's designed to give seniors, or as we call them, participants, quality healthcare so that they can continue to live at home independently. Come along and see what a day at PACE looks like. Let's start from the beginning with transportation, one of the many unique benefits of PACE. Seniors can count on being picked up from home, taken to and from the PACE Center, as well as to specialist appointments with escorts. Welcome to AltaMed's Activities Room. These participants enjoy the opportunity to interact with one another. But did you know that socialization and mental stimulation are also great ways to overcome depression, anxiety, and improve overall health? Bingo! Activities at this AltaMed PACE Center include board and card games, dancing, knitting, and even fun field trips.
AltaMed is like a second home. The staff and the other participants are like family. I love all the activities we do here.
At PACE, participants get to take advantage of a variety of therapies, such as physical, occupational, speech, and in some cases, even aquatherapy. Specialists work with participants and teach them innovative techniques to better deal with the physical limitations of aging, disabilities, and disease. At PACE, therapy is included as part of a care plan as needed.
Antes de pertenecer a PACE no podía levantarme de la cama. Un terapista de PACE trabajó conmigo para poder recuperar mis fuerzas. Ahora me gusta venir aquí, ver a mis amigos, hasta me gusta hacer ejercicio. Pues ahora me puedo levantar, hacer y sentirme feliz por estar en PACE.
In senior healthcare, the PACE program and its team of physicians are true leaders in the way they care about their participants. Our physicians believe in giving our participants an abundance of attention, encourage proactive healthcare, and offer outstanding programs and services that can truly make a difference in the participants' quality of life.
我最怕的就是有一天我要住疗养院。不过我现在有很好的医疗团队。他们让我可以健康独立的生活，我们就像一个大家庭一样。
Keeping our participants healthy is a team effort at PACE. Every member of the PACE staff is involved in each participant's care plan. They're part of a team called the Interdisciplinary Team, or IDT. From medical personnel, therapists, dietitians, and caregivers, to drivers and social workers, each team member is responsible for a different area of a PACE participant's care. The team meets daily to share and update a patient's information. That unmatched level of care keeps seniors in PACE healthy and active.
This type of care is really cutting edge. Most healthcare models treat symptoms and diseases after the damage has already been done. At PACE, a team of specialists monitor participants proactively so health concerns can be addressed before they become serious health issues.
How's your food tasting? Great. Getting hungry? Let's see what's cooking. PACE participants enjoy healthy meals cooked especially for their dietary needs. These meals are prepared daily and include foods that are culturally familiar. They're also counseled on how to continue eating healthy at home.
After my stroke, I had difficulty chewing and swallowing, but that wasn't a problem for the PACE staff. All the meals I was served at the PACE Center were pureed, which made it easier to swallow, and getting the nutrition I needed really helped in my recovery. It's those details that set the PACE program apart.
PACE care doesn't stop when a senior leaves the center. After enjoying time at the center, seniors who qualify continue being taken care of through caregiving services at home. Cooking, cleaning, assistance with grocery shopping, bathing, and dressing are among the services offered.
PACE really saved both of our lives. I was overwhelmed with the level of care my mother needed. A social worker at PACE realized that we needed help, and a caregiver was assigned to help us out every day at home. That gives me the break that I need. My mother and I are very happy now.
Thank you for joining this tour of the PACE program at AltaMed. As you can see, the PACE program is a unique and innovative approach to caring for seniors. The program is customized and coordinated by a team of nationally recognized providers and specialists trained in caring for the elderly. Seniors make friends and grow stronger here. Even more importantly, they're able to maintain their independence and live at home safely. I hope you enjoyed the tour.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kathy Ladd, Vice President Programs for Alzheimer's Los Angeles. Before I begin, I want to give you a 30-second pitch on why you need to learn about Alzheimer's and dementia, regardless if you choose Alzheimer's Los Angeles as your place for your internship. There are currently 700,000 Californians with Alzheimer's disease. It's the 4th leading cause of death in California. And by 2040, the number of people with Alzheimer's will double, but for Latinos, it will triple. So again, whether you choose to work with us or any other of these wonderful GSWEC agencies, I encourage you to learn as much as possible about this devastating disease. Now, I'd like to show you a video that'll explain our services much more eloquently than I will.
At Alzheimer's Los Angeles, our mission is to improve the lives of local families affected by Alzheimer's and dementia. That's why we provide a wide variety of free programs and services in person and virtually. Our helpline specialists provide you up-to-date information, education, and emotional support in over 190 languages. Our expert care counselors address unique concerns and help families develop a care plan that works for them. Support groups connect people to others facing similar challenges and are led by trained facilitators. With numerous groups and locations available, there's sure to be one that suits your needs. We offer a wide variety of educational workshops that are culturally sensitive and in multiple languages. Topics include memory loss basics, legal and financial planning, making the home safe, the Savvy Caregiver series, and more. The goal of our early stage program is to empower you with the right information, resources, and connections. Whether you have memory loss or care for someone in the early stages of the disease, you'll meet others going through similar challenges and get information about medications, research, and financial and legal matters to help you plan for the future. Memories in the Making is a unique fine arts program that offers a creative and nonverbal way of communicating. Art therapy stimulates the brain, enhances connections, and preserves memories. Memory Mornings is an activities program for persons living in the mid-stages of dementia and their care partners. Participants enjoy cognitively stimulating activities, a chance to mingle, and interactive presentations on music, art, yoga, and more. Baseballs is our newest activities program. It uses baseball, a favorite pastime for many, to stimulate participation, memories, and conversations. Because community is at the heart of what we do, we also offer professional trainings, advocate for change, both locally and nationally, and have many opportunities for you to get involved and make a difference in the lives of local families affected by Alzheimer's. Until there's a cure, Alzheimer's Los Angeles provides the care.
So you can tell from the video that we offer a wide variety of services and activities. And we'll talk a little bit more about that, but I wanted to emphasize that we offer macro opportunities for students as well as direct service opportunities. And I want to say that we do not offer psychotherapeutic services. So if you're looking for that really deep mental health kind of connection, we're probably not the best fit. But if you're looking for direct service and you're looking to increase your dementia knowledge, we'd be a great organization for you. And now I'd like to introduce someone very special. Her name is Veronica Sanders. Welcome, Veronica.
Hi, Kathy.
Veronica, you were a GSWEC student. Can you tell us what year?
Yeah, I was a GSWEC intern from APU, as is the Pacific University, from 2018 to 2019.
And what were you looking for in a placement site what attracted you to Alzheimer's Los Angeles?
Yeah, so my concentration was macro focused, community focused. So I was really looking for an agency that can not only work with a macro student, but also give me that clinical experience that I needed going into the workforce.
That's great. And what was your experience like at Alzheimer's Los Angeles?
It was great. That's why I'm back here. But I was able to do a lot of different things. I was in support groups. I worked on the early memory loss conference, worked directly with caregivers, person with dementia, a lot of different array of things. And I think my favorite was the Alz Walk that we do every year. It's changed up a little bit, but I was able to participate in that.
That's great. And now you're a staff person. How did you end up being employed with us?
Yeah. So right out of grad school, I went into a different field. I went into a different agency, and I burned out pretty quickly, unfortunately. So I was looking for a new position, and it took me about a good year to find Alzheimer's Los Angeles, just because I wanted to make sure it was the right fit. I was going to be happy, and I found a temporary position. And I took a big leap of faith. It's temporary during the pandemic, but I really loved working for Alz. I felt, as cheesy as this might sound, I felt like I was really helping and really helping our community get into Alzheimer's, learn about Alzheimer's disease. So I applied.
Well, that's great. And we're so glad you did. What advice would you give any of the upcoming GSWEC students if they're looking for?
That's a great question. I think we don't have enough time for me to give advice, but I think the one advice piece that I would give is to find an agency that's going to carry on greatly into the workforce. So get as much as experience as you can. Say yes to a lot of things. Say yes to those complicated cases. Don't shy away from them, because it's going to give you like experience to grow. It's going to be a great talking piece when you go on to these interviews. So just say yes to a lot of things.
Thank you. And thank you for this time.
Hi, I'm Mark Odom, licensed clinical social worker. I serve as Vice President of Alzheimer's Orange County and as a macro practice field instructor. As VP, I lead the Memory Support Services team, which is comprised of 16 staff members, 7 of which are master's level social workers. Alzheimer's Orange County is a growing organization. For example, our Memory Support Services team has doubled in size in the 7 years that I've been here, and we have a lot more growing to do.
Good morning. My name is Tony Shapiro, and I am one of the field instructors at Alzheimer's Orange County. I am a licensed clinical social worker. I've been in practice for about 30 years, and I have a background in aging, palliative care, hospice, and medical social work.
Hello, I'm Donna Velarde. I am one of the field instructors at Alzheimer's Orange County. I'm a licensed clinical social worker and have been here for 16 years. In the past several years, I've had the pleasure of supervising GSWEC students.
Hello, my name is Dolores Matthews. I am the Program Director at Healthy Aging Center Laguna Woods, and I am also a licensed clinical social worker and field instructor for GSWEC interns.
Hi, I'm Carlina Bhaduri, licensed clinical social worker and Helpline Services Manager here at Alzheimer's Orange County. I also serve as one of our intern field instructors. I've been here for 13 years since I started as a master's level intern myself, and can honestly say that this is a wonderful and supportive place to grow as a social worker.
Alzheimer's OC is an increasingly diverse, senior-focused nonprofit service organization. It was founded in a family's living room in 1982 by adult children of individuals living with dementia to help serve family caregivers. In addition to our programs and education, our outreach and advocacy, all focused on Alzheimer's disease and related dementias, ALS OC now includes 2 healthy aging centers serving 300 older adults annually, as well as the cottages, 18 memory care homes in Central and South Orange County.
GSWEC internships can include micro, meso, and macro practice opportunities. We provide our services via a variety of methods, including telephonic, video, and in-person one-on-one sessions, groups, partnership, and collaboratives. We conduct assessments, care planning, and care consultations, including counseling for individuals concerned about or impacted by cognitive decline, aging, or disability.
Our one-on-one sessions can be via home and in-office visits, at our healthy aging centers, or residential care communities, working independently or as part of a team, depending upon the setting, personal and professional interest of the GSWEC student, and the state of COVID-19 in our community.
Specific learning opportunities for GSWEC students include, but are not limited to, one-on-one interaction with individual participants, family work to include counseling, other interventions, and/or linkage to community resources. We conduct psychosocial assessments, cognitive assessments, and administer memory screenings.
Development and implementation of person-centered care plans and interventions. Co-facilitation of groups for individuals and families, such as support groups, psychoeducational classes, and social activities. Participation in multicultural community outreach and education initiatives. Consulting and collaborating with professional staff and multidisciplinary teams. Participation in our cognitive disorder study group, which is led by one of Orange County's prominent neuropsychologists. Macro placement and/or projects within AlzOC, or in conjunction with various partners, agencies, and initiatives, and weekly individual and/or group supervision led by an LCSW.
At Alzheimer's Orange County, GSWEC students are exposed to experiences beyond a singular disease. Please consider being part of something larger than Alzheimer's.
Hey there, all you amazing GSWEC students and universities. My name is Jennifer Axelson with Arosa. I am the Director of Care Management for Arosa, and I'm here today with Corey.
Hey everyone, my name is Corey Benz and I am the Area Director at Arosa for our Greater Los Angeles offices, covering all of Los Angeles and the San Gabriel Valleys. So thank you so much for the opportunity to work with you and talk to you. First off, a little background about Arosa. Our mission is twofold. We want to attract, train, and retain the best care professionals, and we want to serve the greatest number of clients. And we do that with our really unique approach of integrating care management and in-home care. So our care managers are really responsible for ensuring that each client we serve has a tailored plan for overcoming aging's toughest journeys, and our caregivers implement that plan with dedication and compassion. So our care managers are out there working with the clients every day. You're creating that plan of care from the beginning, and you are updating that as it goes as well to ensure that we do have the most current and relevant information to really help our caregiver teammates provide the best care possible.
Thank you. And I want to chime in and tell you a little bit more about the care manager role. So as Corey was really describing Arosa's unique approach to integrating care management and home care, and having that additional layer of support for our clients and caregivers is one large role that our care managers play. But our care managers are also out in the community conducting community-based care management tasks. So those care management tasks really vary considerably from client to client, and really can change over time. But it's essentially anything a client needs, we either do or we facilitate somebody else doing it. A lot of those care management tasks will align with the 8 pillars of care management. So for example, legal. So we can assist folks with navigating the creation of their advanced planning documents or pre-need documents. Could be housing. So our care managers can be very involved with an individual when they need to change their level of care or their living environment, and we can help make that happen. Could be financial. So our care managers are very involved in reviewing medical bills to ensure that insurance has been billed appropriately, or walking clients through their open enrollment period to ensure that their coverage is exactly what is needed or what is most optimal for them. We could be looking at crisis intervention. So our team is available 24/7, 365 days a year to assist with any crises that arise. Healthcare, so we can escort clients to doctor's appointments and be that person that can provide accurate and comprehensive reporting to a physician about how the client's really been doing. Physicians love care managers because once that appointment's over and the doctor has made all of their recommendations for services or diet or medication, they sort of just have to trust that the client is, one, going to remember everything that was said, and two, do it. But a care manager can actually carry out those recommendations. So we can facilitate that new piece of equipment or that new service or that referral to a new provider or that change in medication. Care managers actually will carry that out. So those are just some examples, but in addition to all that amazing support that we get to provide for our home care clients and for our amazing caregivers, we also have this opportunity to do some incredible community-based care management for our clients.
Yeah, so we can talk a little bit more about the day-to-day that our interns will experience. And that experience at Arosa will be very unique for our interns. So you will be assigned a care manager field supervisor. However, you will have the weekly opportunity to be working with and supported by a range of care managers. And in LA in particular, we have a really diverse team of care managers who are nurses, social workers, gerontologists. So we almost have an interdisciplinary team in our local office here that you will have exposure to. You will be getting to work with them one-on-one each week. You will also have weekly staff meetings where we all convene and we all get each other's advice working with our clients. So you have exposure to all these varying care managers and to all of our clients and really get to hear everyone's unique outlook on how we can service those older adults. And then lastly, you will have access to a peer supervision meeting. Arosa is actually the largest employer of care managers across the entire country. We have over 70 plus. And those peer supervision meetings, we get together with Jennifer and the entire care management team across the country, and we're able to share experiences, share any niche situations that anyone has experienced, and that whole team of 70 plus people can share their insights into that. Furthermore, you will have access to, as Jennifer was saying, getting out into the community and providing some value there as well. There will be a meso-social work component to that, where you will have the opportunity to work with community referral sources, community partners, any other ancillary services, and that whether that be through outreach or really leveraging your expertise to go into, say, an assisted living community and provide some value for the residents and workers there. Or just working and getting to know other ancillary services so that you know all the local providers in the area and how to best serve your older adult clients.
I was able to talk a little bit about community-based care management, but I want to point out that a lot of those components of the work that we do with our clients really ties right into micro-social work. So comprehensive geriatric assessment, developing those plans of care for individuals who are of the aging population or perhaps have disabilities, crisis intervention, end-of-life planning, short and long-term care management and home care, and then really taking a look at that, that living environment for safety issues or a need for modifications, or really working to identify how to assist somebody in aging in place in their living environment. So those are some examples, again, of micro-social work, which ties really closely to that community-based care management and that integrated approach to home care. But in addition to that micro-social work and the meso-social work that Corey was discussing, our care managers and by extension, our care management interns have the opportunity to practice macro-social work. So our interns are very involved in program development and evaluating how effective our operations and processes and programming are. And then being able to make some adjustments there. And then they're also going to be looking at managing various projects that tie both to academic area of interest, but also personal area of interest. We're able to create projects for our interns and work with them to roll those out throughout their internship, to collect data, to look at larger scale populations and how can programming really be created to most effectively deliver service. We also look at OSHA, public health guidance, regulations, compliance issues. We conduct patient advocacy within the confines of insurance and regulations. And then we're also looking at national entitlements and programming. So there's that opportunity to conduct macro social work as well. So in general, interns at Arosa are given this amazing opportunity to work with seasoned care managers to do that micro social work, that hands-on with the client, immediate living environment, immediate advocacy, essentially making sure that their services and their plan of care, that there's no gaps in their services or coverage. We get to work with the community to know those local providers and those other folks that are also supporting aging individuals within that immediate community. And then on that micro social work level as well. So, or excuse me, that macro level. So interns really get an all-around amazing experience here at Arosa, and we would be happy to have you and look forward to talking to you further at the fair tonight. So please stop by, see us, and we're happy to answer your questions or talk further. And thank you.
Yeah, thank you all. We look very much forward to getting to connect more and for the opportunity to work with any and all of you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Emily Brocious. I'm manager of community services with Beach Cities Health District. I'm here today to talk to you a little bit about our internship program. So Beach Cities Health District is a healthcare district. We're a public agency founded in 1955, and we focus on preventative health, primarily in the 3 beach cities, which include Hermosa Beach, Manhattan Beach, and Redondo Beach. The Community Services Department in particular focuses on older adults and adults with disabilities living in the 3 beach cities. Here's an overview of our Community Services Department. This has a lot of information, so all I'll just point out are some of the areas in which our interns particularly spend some time. I'd say that information referral, healthcare integration, which includes our care management program, community education to a degree, and then our subsidized services, which encompasses our senior health fund, which I'll talk a little bit more about, are all areas in which our internships spend some time and get to learn about. Care management is, I'd say, like the heart of the community services program and where interns will spend a lot of time. They will carry a small caseload of their own care management clients once they have thorough training and orientation at the beginning of their internship with us. Care management is available for older adults and adults with disabilities in the 3 beach cities. It's a free service. We start by providing a comprehensive biopsychosocial assessment in the home, developing a care plan in conjunction with the client, and then engaging in regular follow-up with a client, both in person and by phone, to get going on all the different needs that we've identified. Some of the things that are included on the care plan are health-related support services that we might be able to subsidize through our senior health fund if they're income eligible. That includes in-home caregiving, emergency alert systems, incontinence supplies, durable medical equipment, things that aren't maybe covered through their insurance but are too expensive for them to afford and really help support their independence in the home. We also assist with publicly available resources such as connecting them with Medi-Cal, CalFresh, in-home supportive services, et cetera. And then a lot of our time is just guiding clients and supporting clients as they navigate a lot of the things that come with aging or living with a disability, which might include navigating our complicated medical system, mental health resources, discussing and supporting them in end-of-life issues, including helping them enroll in hospice if that's something that they're looking for, dementia support for both the person that is maybe going through dementia as well as their caregivers, and then grief and loss support, whether that's due to a passing of a loved one or their own changes that they're dealing with their health or cognitive functioning. All right, volunteer support is a big part of our care management program as well. Currently, our Errand Volunteer and Conversation Companion programs are active. The other 2 are on hold right now since the beginning of the pandemic, though we hope to have those getting restarted here in the near future. Our errand volunteers bring groceries and prescriptions and other essential items to our clients that are unable to shop and get out themselves. And our conversation companions are really a social support that call weekly right now on the phone. They do provide in-person visits as well. We just have paused in-person volunteer visits for the time being. Assistance information referrals, it's a big part of our community services department. It's open 8:30 to 5 Monday through Friday. Anyone can call from anywhere. Our focus is providing health-related services resources and information for adults and families within the South Bay and also anywhere in the LA area. Interns have the opportunity to take a shift on our information referral line and kind of learn how to be that first point of contact, help quickly assess the situation and guide them in the right direction. It's also where we often get our care management referrals. So people are calling in and we might assess that based on their situation and where they live, that they're a good fit for our care management program. Community support and education is something else that we focus on providing. I won't go through all of these, but interns do have the opportunity to participate and take the lead in some of these. One in particular, the Ask a Care Manager, is in partnership with the Redondo Beach Senior Center and Manhattan Beach Senior Center, is currently on Zoom, although again, we are hoping to have an in-person option potentially in the fall when we would start having interns with us. They provide a regular drop-in opportunity for older adults to meet with care managers. They don't need to be clients, ask questions about services and resources, and really just socialize with peers. All right, now I'm going to share a little bit about the benefits that come with interning with us. So as with all of your internships, you get weekly supervision from your field instructor, and then daily support from your field instructor or preceptor. We have 5 care managers currently on staff, all of whom have had experience being field instructors and are seasoned and really excellent social workers. We have weekly meetings on Wednesday mornings, and we have monthly clinical case conferences and didactics where we can really delve in deep into some clinical issues and complex client situations on Wednesday afternoons. We have monthly all staff big picture meetings with the entire agency. We have our WorkWell program, which is a workplace wellness program that's really cool, and they have options to participate throughout the year. It's a great way to just kind of connect with other people in the agency, and everyone's encouraged to participate. Like I mentioned, there are some group facilitation opportunities through our community education and support. We also have opportunities for one-on-one counseling, so short-term counseling, weekly counseling with clients. This would be something in particular we would explore in the second half of the internship and connect you with someone that you could provide weekly counseling to for like 10 to 12 weeks. There are also macro projects and opportunities, plenty of program development, program evaluation, community-based needs assessment options that we can explore if you are a macro student or interested in that. And then of course, for your GSWEC macro project, we would also look into that. And then finally, just additional trainings and workshops as they come up. Okay, I will just end a little bit with our COVID-19 considerations. So right now, interns and staff, we're mostly in the office, although there is an option for a hybrid telecommute model, so working from home some days during the week, and that we offer to our interns kind of once they're fully onboarded and comfortable with that. We have been doing home visits with N95 masks, but did pause them in January and as well as this month, February, with the plan to hopefully return maybe at the end of the month or in March. And we do ask that all staff members and interns be fully vaccinated and wear a KN95 while at the office. There are case-by-case exceptions for people that are unvaccinated. That would include weekly testing and wearing an N95. Please reach out to me with any questions at all. I love talking about our program and our internship program in particular, and just helping you all find a good fit for your internship year. So if you're just kind of wanting to think through what might be a good option, even if it's not us, I'm more than happy to talk. Here's my information. Email is a great initial way to get in contact. So it's my first and last name at bchd.org, but phone works too. Thank you for your time, and looking forward to being able to answer any questions that you may have that come up. Thank you.
Hello, we are so pleased to use this time to share with you information about our internships at Huntington Hospital Senior Care Network. First, I would like to introduce our director, Eileen Coons, MSW, ACSW. Eileen has served for 30 years as a gerontological social worker in medical social work, public policy, program development, and for the past 12 years as director of Senior Care Network. Welcome, Eileen.
Thanks so much, Kristen. Huntington Senior Care Network is pleased to have a 21-year history as a founding partner of the GSWEC program. Senior Care Network has been a department of Huntington Hospital since 1984, and our mission is to positively impact the health and well-being of adults in our community. In 2021, our 130-year-old hospital became an affiliate of the Cedars-Sinai Health System. And our department is unique to the Cedars-Sinai Health System as a community-based department that specializes in serving older adults, adults with disabilities, and caregivers of these individuals by addressing social determinants of health and long-standing health disparities experienced by many of our clients. Our services include health education, care coordination, support groups, and community resources, and you'll hear more about those in a few minutes. Our staff of 30 includes social workers, public health nurses, and administrative staff, along with wonderful volunteers and of course, student interns. We would love to have you come join us in this work. And as an organization, we're fully committed to training the next generation of professionals in healthcare and aging services. It's an exciting place to be. Back to you, Kristen.
Thank you, and thank you for your leadership, Eileen. Next, one of our Senior Care Network's clinical supervisors and a GSWEC alumni, Kathleen Coda, LCSW, will briefly review some of our programs.
Thank you so much, Kristen. And yes, I am a alum of GSWEC and been working in this field for about 10 years now. And I really feel that GSWEC gave me a strong foundation for this work. So I'm pleased to be with you today to share a little bit about Senior Care Network's programs and services. And I have some slides, which I'm going to share now. Senior Care Network has an array of programs and services for older adults, people with disabilities, and their caregivers. And so I'm going to go over those now. And throughout our history, a lot of students have assisted with these programs that I'll be sharing. So firstly, Senior Care Network is known for our Resource Center. It's a telephonic community service where resource specialists assess caller needs and provide referrals. They refer to a variety of services throughout the community, such as those listed here. And we keep an extensive database of these resources. Also, as a department of the hospital, we provide navigation support, which means that we follow up with patients when they go home from the hospital to make sure they have everything they need, including that their DME is in place, that they have appointments made with their physicians. We link them to community resources, and we provide emotional support. So interns with the Resource Center may be involved in taking calls from the community, researching and organizing resources, following up with patients after their hospital stay, and helping to implement macro-level process improvements. Senior Care Network also has 2 care coordination programs to address the needs of older adults and adults with disabilities who are on Medi-Cal. And this interdisciplinary work helps to support clients living in the community and prevent premature nursing home placement. The Multipurpose Senior Services Program, also known as MSSP for short, provides this type of care coordination to people who are living in their homes. Social workers make monthly contacts with these clients and quarterly home visits. And students often carry a caseload of these clients and have experience doing biopsychosocial assessments and visiting clients in their home when possible. The Assisted Living Waiver Program, or ALW for short, also provides care coordination, but to older adults and adults with disabilities who live in assisted living facilities. So clients in this program also receive monthly contacts where we help to advocate for their needs within the facility, make sure they're getting all the care they need, and provide referrals. Interns with ALW carry a caseload, and they visit 1 or more facilities within the San Gabriel Valley to make monthly contacts. We also offer support groups that are aimed at addressing the needs of caregivers and the people they care for. And if you're interested in hearing more about those, please ask during our breakout sessions. Finally, Senior Care Network developed Senior Care Line to address social isolation. We based our model on a program that was originally designed by the Motion Picture and Television Fund, and we have student interns help us in this area with volunteer training and management, community outreach, process improvements, and program evaluation.
Thank you so much for that, Kathleen. I would also like to add that within Senior Care Network, we have the opportunity for macro internship as well. Kathleen is the field instructor for our macro intern. Each of our macro internships have been unique and in many ways tailored to fit the strength of the student that is working it. Kathleen, would you mind telling us a little bit more about the macro internship opportunities and how you assess your students' individual strengths to guide their process?
Yes, of course. Well, what is really so fun about macro work is that there are opportunities everywhere. So in each of the programs I just mentioned, there are areas where we might want to look at processes and make improvements, develop new services, or outreach to the community. Typically, I have some ideas for macro work for our intern, and then I get a sense for the student's strengths and their areas of interest. I expose the student to many aspects of macro work, and together we focus their time on the tasks that are mutually beneficial. So it's been really enjoyable to have macro interns. And Kristen, I know that you're very familiar with interning at Senior Care Network since you yourself were an intern here. And I think it would be helpful if you could share with everybody why a student might consider interning at Senior Care Network.
Absolutely. Besides gaining valuable work experience within a reputable healthcare system that provides excellent healthcare and compassionate service to each person, Senior Care Network offers the following opportunities. We learn to work with and honor clients from diverse cultures. We do learn how to execute the biopsychosocial assessment within an interdisciplinary team, as Kathleen mentioned before. Senior Care Network retains and actively recruits GSWEC students for employment. Currently, we have 8 GSWEC alumni on clinical staff. You will gain knowledge of and relationships with professional community partners within the San Gabriel Valley. And you will also skill development through internal didactic, workshops, practice sessions, supervision. We offer group and individual, conferences and meetings. It's a wonderful opportunity for skill development. What does a typical day look like? Oftentimes we're asked that. Fortunately or unfortunately, there is no typical day. Interns will be expected to treat their internship as they would any professional employment. And that begins with triaging, identifying your individual work agenda, attending meetings, meeting with clients, and document assessment and intervention. Then you might have to drop everything in the event that your client has a health or safety emergency. As such, time management and the ability to assess and categorize according to level of importance will be crucial to your daily success at Senior Care Network. A typical day, whether in office or remote or hybrid, are adhered to according to public health guidelines. Currently, our students are working a hybrid schedule. As I shared before, and Kathleen mentioned, I am GSWEC alumni. I started at Senior Care Network, and so far they haven't been able to get rid of me. I can tell you from my experience as an intern that it was challenging, and there were times that I wanted to just quit everything and become a crossing guard. However, after I completed my internship at Senior Care, I did realize that I suddenly knew what I was talking about when it came to older adults, in particular assessment and intervention. I could speak with confidence regarding all that I had learned, not only from our social work staff, but from our nurses and our non-clinical support staff that really supported my learning process. Today, I am proud to be a part of the team at Senior Care Network. I work under strong female leadership for an organization that supports diversity, equity, and inclusion. I will end with this. I consider many of the people I've worked with to be personal and professional mentors. I am grateful for the opportunity to give back what that has been given to me. And we hope that you identify the best internship for yourself and look forward to a chance to help shape your career. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Susan Menlowitz-Belgrade, and I'm an LCSW, and I am the Senior Director of Senior and Multipurpose Centers of Jewish Family Service. And I will share with you some details about my agency and about senior services. Jewish Family Service of LA was founded in 1854, was known as the Hebrew Benevolent Society, and then became Jewish Family Service in 1946, and provided an array of services. Today, Jewish Family Service has earned a national and international reputation for excellence in services for children, families, people experiencing food insecurity, people in need of mental health assistance, individuals with diverse abilities, survivors of domestic abuse, and older adults, and more. Aging services at Jewish Family Service of LA. So at our senior and multi-purpose centers, we have nutrition services, transportation, case management, social engagement, activities, information and referral, telecheck, programs, services for survivors, and hoarding programs. We also have specialized programs such as MSSP and ALWP. We have a separate division where we provide home care and private care management. Our mission is a multi-service agency whose goals are to strengthen and preserve individual, family, and community life by providing a wide range of services to people in the community at every stage of the life cycle, especially those who are poor and disadvantaged. The agency is guided by ethical and spiritual values of Judaism in the provision of services. Jewish Family Service LA is an extended family of compassionate social workers that enriches the community and improves the lives of countless men, women, and children of all religions, ethnicities, and ages. For over 160 years, JFS has counseled families, fed the hungry, sheltered the homeless, and protected the vulnerable. As Los Angeles' oldest and most dynamic charitable organization, JFS is a trusted source of care and support, meeting the diverse and changing needs of the growing city. Who are we? We are volunteers, partners, donors, and friends who believe in one thing. We can change things, and we're going to do it as a family. This is the heart of JFS, people touching people, reaching out to nurture lives filled with dignity, meaning, and joy. So I wanted to share with you our different senior centers. This is the Jonah Goldrich Multi-Purpose Center, which is located on Fairfax, is our main office and center, and it's located on Fairfax and Beverly Boulevard in the heart of Mid-City West. We have another senior center at West Hollywood, right at Plummer Park. Another one in the west side called Felicia Mayhood Multi-Purpose Center, which is located at Santa Monica near Sotel. We have one in the valley in North Hollywood by Coldwater Canyon and Victory Boulevard. And we have two satellites, one in Park La Brea, which is known as the Life Program, and the Bar on the Beach, which is in Venice, and which is a beautiful brand new building, as you can see. All of our centers offer information and referrals and access to social work staff, unique case management programs to help assess, access, and coordinated needed service. Each center has its unique characteristics and programs. Transportation programs. Again, each center has its own unique catchment areas and unique programs. As far as the nutrition programs, we have home delivered meals, congregate meal sites, and grab and go sites. We have social engagement and activities through our AW program, which stands for Arts, Wellness, and Engagement. We have travelogues, musical entertainment, health and wellness classes, and telecheck. So I've delineated here just a little bit the differences of all our four centers. Jonah Goldrich, which I mentioned as our main center, has a fitness center, lots of virtual programming, case management that serves Holocaust survivors, as well as frail seniors 60 plus who live within certain geographic boundaries. We also host Cafe Europa, which is a socialization program for Holocaust survivors. We have a new program that's called Tech for You, and it's a technology program for older adults where we help them get onto Google Chrome and also teach them how to use email, how to join virtual programs, and just basically be connected. We have another new program that's called the SAMHSA Homeless Prevention Program, which is working with hoarders who are at risk for eviction. This is also a brand new program. Our West Hollywood Comprehensive Center in West Hollywood has case management services for Holocaust survivors, as well as West Hollywood residents 18 plus. We have a disability program for younger and older individuals, as well as mental health services. We have targeted case management for people who are hoarders. Felicia Mayhood has case management for seniors 60 plus and services for survivors of the Holocaust. Again, we have wonderful health and wellness activities, evidence-based programs, gait and balance classes, yoga. Valley Storefront, which is, again, as mentioned before, located in the Valley, has case management services, but their services are specifically focused for Holocaust survivors. They also have the Cafe Europa socialization program for residents of the Valley, as well as a wonderful fitness center. So in short, any student who would come to one of our centers would have the unique opportunity of learning about resources in the community and helping clients who call on our intake line to connect them with resources such as Medi-Cal or in-home supportive services, or applying for a lifeline or for a grant. They would have an opportunity to do case management, which would teach them how to do a biopsychosocial assessment and an extensive care plan, and then do case management on a regular basis. They would have an opportunity to learn about how to apply for various grants that our agency has the ability to provide. They would have a chance to work with hoarders. They would have an opportunity to work with Holocaust survivors, and just really have a wonderful opportunity to learn how to work with older adults. Thank you and have a good day.
Hello, my name is Jennifer George. I'm currently the Director of Community Social Services at MPTF. I'm delighted, absolutely delighted that you're considering GSWEC as a potential field placement option. And I hope after hearing a little bit about MPTF, our rich history, unique client population, and our diverse internship opportunities, that you'll consider MPTF at the top of your many choices. Before we talk specifically about those internship opportunities, I'd like to share with you a short clip that highlights the work that our organization has been doing for the last 100 years.
It started with a cash box, and for the next 100 years, the Motion Picture and Television Fund has been there for the people who made Hollywood possible.
So I just love the movies. I just get lost in the movies.
I love the storytelling. Animation is my home.
It's down-to-earth people.
It's the people behind the scenes that are invaluable to this industry.
We're all freelance workers, going from one project to another.
It's from gig to gig, really stressful. You may not know what your next job is.
But we're a family, a real family. We look out for one another.
MPTF is not just there for actors. They're not just there for retirees. They're there for everyone.
My husband, John, was diagnosed with ALS. Unfortunately, it rendered him unable to work pretty rapidly.
In the middle of the night, I saw a flame. I said, we got to get out of here. And it was an electrical fire.
My wife was pregnant and with our third child, and the writer's strike started during the summer. I was out of work.
We were really at a crossroads.
And I said, I think we better check out MPTF.
They kind of saved my life.
Ever since we've been here, I've just been overwhelmingly grateful.
I'm a single mom, so the daycare was so helpful. Can't believe they offer this.
It really afforded us our lives to be a family.
Every community needs a safety net. This vision of Mary Pickford of an industry taking care of its own is continuing 100 years later.
We all come together and support the people in our industry to get the help they need.
In our 100th anniversary, we want 100% participation from everybody in our business.
This is all of us together. We have to pay it forward.
It's been 100 years, and we're still doing everything we can to keep our members healthy, safe, and always creating.
So I hope that clip gives you a little bit of a sneak peek of who we are as an organization and the community and population that we serve. Let's start talking a little bit big picture about what you can expect in terms of skill development and enhancement, and understand that every student that comes to us, we know comes with a very varied background in terms of experience. Some of you are new to the field, some of you have been working in the field for very long periods of time. And so although this isn't an exhaustive list, this should give you a little bit of a sense of how our social services department operates. We're based on a very intensive, holistic, client-centered, comprehensive clinical case management model. One of the core components of that is case and treatment planning. We think that's a very critical skill for you to have upon graduation. Because our clients are not time limited, we have to develop both short-term as well as long-term goals and interventions. And so you'll be learning how to do that. We do a lot of crisis intervention. These are real human beings. Life is fluid. Things happen, people fall, they're hospitalized, unexpected things, people's health decline, their memory, their recall declines, and so we're often called to leap into action. We do a lot of interdisciplinary work and working within different systems of care, whether that's working with a medical provider or working with another community-based organization. We do it all. We're very proud and hold a very high standard of geriatric assessment. You'll learn how to do a very comprehensive geriatric biopsychosocial cultural spiritual assessment. You'll learn how to do various depression screenings, cognitive screenings, whether it's the mini mental or the MOCA or the slums. We do a great deal of advocacy work. And so when we talk about connecting people to resources, we just don't give them a list. We really work very hard to link them and help them navigate those resources. And by doing that, not only are you learning good advocacy skills, but you're also learning about the wide array of geriatric or aging resources, both under the MPTF umbrella, but in your local, state, and federal government. As a nonprofit, we do a great deal of charitable outreach. So we provide a lot of financial assistance. Something we don't learn enough about in our social work classes is how do you talk to folks about budgeting? How do you talk to them about financial wellness? It certainly impacts aging. And so you'll learn that, which I think is very unique to our organization. We do a great deal of psychoeducation, sometimes to our clients, but also to the caregivers. There's no manual on how to age. And so we really walk the walk with our clients and help them through that process. We have a lot of conversations around advanced care planning, advanced directives, those sort of things. And we also provide supportive counseling and therapy. 3 different internship tracks. This is the first option. The first option is in our Elder Connection program. This program serves people 65 years of age and older who are living in the community. These are community dwelling older adults. That means they can be living in their own home, their own apartment. It could be a boarding care or assisted living. This model of social services really is there to help folks that want to age in place as long as it's safe to do so. And we do that by providing wraparound services. Sometimes this can be very simple interventions, but oftentimes we find it's very complex. So you could have someone who's maybe starting to have difficulty meal prepping, and we provide them with a meal delivery resource. But you could have someone who's starting to struggle with their memory and it's impacting their functioning. They're getting lost. They're turning on the stove and it's becoming unsafe for them to continue to live on their own. Their adult children are concerned. And so our job is to come in, not only to provide resources, but to have sometimes very difficult conversations while providing supportive counseling, while providing tangible, concrete resources and interventions. And so Elder Connection is really there to do that. This is our flagship program. And so this is one option for you if you're wanting to work with the community. Okay. The second opportunity is our Woodland Hills campus and skilled nursing internship option. As you saw in the film clip, we have a 40-acre retirement campus. It has everything from independent living to assisted living, skilled nursing, which is nursing home care, to a secured memory unit. And so the intern who selects this option would have the opportunity to rotate through the different levels of care. So someone who's interested in this internship opportunity is someone who really kind of wants to stay in place and wants to see people in a more community or facility type setting and how social services are provided. all the same skills that I outlined on the top end, you're going to be doing here. Plus, there's even greater opportunity for interdisciplinary work because you're partnering with nursing, recreation activities, those sort of things. Okay, so opportunity to see individuals aging in a community setting, but at different levels of care, needing different levels of intervention. The third opportunity is our palliative care program. This is an award-winning, national recognized program for those of you who are really interested in health and wellness. Palliative care is for anyone with a life-limiting, life-altering illness. It does not have to be terminal, but these are folks that tend to have very complicated health pictures. And so we, again, provide a transdisciplinary medical model, which includes a nurse practitioner, chaplain, and a social worker who provides, and a physician who provides palliative care and palliative medicine to the clients and family systems. We work with the whole system of care. We do a great deal of psychoeducation in this program on goals of care, advanced healthcare planning to the community at large. But if you're interested in a more medical model, in a little bit of a faster pace internship, this would be a good choice for you. So why is MPTF overall a good choice for you? One, if you're interested in working with a rather unique population, we're it. Folks in the film and television industry who work both in front of and behind the camera and their families. We have multiple different options, everything from serving community members to working in a medical model to working in a community setting. We're really able to customize and foster your interest and passion. As a GSWEC alum, I've tried to create a program where the value of social work interns is known and you're respected. You're not just the intern, but you're part of our team. You're part of our community, and that's really important, and you know your value. We offer a high quality of supervision that you can rely on and depend on, and it will be there for you. And we'll do this in a supportive environment. So I hope this gave you a little bit of information about who MPTF is. I hope that you'll consider us. And if you don't, I wish you the best of luck wherever you land. Thank you for thinking about GSWEC as a possible field placement opportunity.
Hi, I'm Diane Golden, and I'm the Director of Social Work at Pacific Clinics. I administer the entire internship program for the agency, and I'm really happy to be here with all of you today. Pacific Clinics is a private nonprofit behavioral healthcare organization, and we've been around since 1926, and we work with everything from early intervention Head Start services and go all the way up through and include adult services and pretty much everything in between. There's so much that I'd love to be able to share with you about the agency, but I really want to focus today's presentation on our GSWEC program, which is why you all are here today. A little bit about the programs at Pacific Clinics with regards to our older adult services. We strive to help our older adult clients achieve a better, more fulfilling life. How we get there might look different depending on the specific needs of our clients and where they're coming to us from. Some of our clients come to us homeless, right out of prison or from locked psychiatric facilities, or others might be individuals just struggling to maintain their independence in the community. We help them with case management services like getting food, clothing, shelter, and we assist with reconnecting people to employment and volunteer opportunities and adult day programs, as well as provide them with mental health and health services to improve their quality of life. In general, we help our older adult clients have a really renewed sense of purpose and meaning. Some clients are very stable, but might be going through a specific adjustment to something like losing a loved one along the way. So there's a lot of opportunities to focus on grief and loss issues while at our agency. We provide both short and long-term treatment and both field-based and clinic-based services. And services are definitely delivered as part of a multidisciplinary team, including psychiatrists, nurses, clinicians, case managers, and then some of our programs, peer partners as well. And students really, as a part of their internship with Pacific Clinics, become a part of the treatment team and perform all the functions of a mental health therapist while they're with us. And they're really integrated throughout the year. And there's opportunities to be working with all the members of the team and even consulting with psychiatrists along the way and learning about medications that might be provided to our clients. So what does an actual student's day look like at Pacific Clinics in terms of who they'll be working with on a day-to-day basis? Students will have a caseload of older adults who have a mental health diagnosis ranging from mild to severe. And our GSWEC placements give the opportunity to work with individuals with diagnoses, including schizophrenia, bipolar disorders, depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, and even some personality disorders as well. And then certainly we have consumers who may have co-occurring substance abuse disorders also, and opportunities to work with substance use while in placement. GSWEC interns will learn as part of their internship to do all of the DMH paperwork, which is definitely a marketable skill to be sure when you graduate, including how to diagnose, completing many mental status exams, learn proper treatment planning, how to integrate the results of the mental status exam into treatment, and how to assess one's activities of daily living. And students will complete intakes, annual assessments, reassessments, complete outcome measures, and also learn proper progress note documentation while in placement with us. A lot of supervision is provided to our interns in addition to the regular supervision that's provided. There's also daily check-ins, so there's an awful lot of clinical support while our students are in placement with us. GSWEC interns in general work both in the clinic and in the field as components of their internship, both providing excellent learning opportunities. The students might visit psychiatric hospitals, medical facilities, shelters, and potentially be involved in ride-alongs for 5150 hospitalizations. Students may be involved in community-based outreach to places such as senior centers, hospitals, physician offices, and shelters and assisted living facilities as well. So where are our actual placements for GSWEC during this coming academic year? We have placements that will be in Pasadena, and that location will require Spanish speaking or Armenian speaking. We have placements in Rosemead at our Asian Pacific Family Center, where students are often required to speak either Mandarin, Cantonese, or Vietnamese. And then we have placements available in Santa Fe Springs, where, while not required, Spanish is definitely preferable and helpful for the populations being served in that program as well. And in some years, we do have placements in our Mid-Wilshire, Los Angeles area and or our West Covina area. So that will be determined when you contact me for placement information. With regards to the actual logistics with regards to the program, interns are in placement 20 hours a week, regardless of your academic program. So all of our students are classified with us as temporary part-time employees, and all students are compensated receiving minimum wage in addition to a bilingual differential if students are using their threshold language at the site with the population that we're serving. And that is how the GSWEC stipend is distributed, is through the temporary part-time employment and receiving minimum wage. We are also a county contract facility. So if your university offers CalSWEC or DMH stipends, you could actually also be placed in our agency as a county contract. We're a county contract provider in that way. In addition to the 3 didactic trainings that all students for GSWEC receive, Pacific Clinics is also very much known for their ongoing training that we provide all students throughout the academic year. We provide training on a variety of topics. I mentioned the DMH paperwork, but then of course we have other trainings on evidence-based interventions. We have some pre-licensure courses, typically like intimate partner violence, sometimes child abuse assessment and treatment, perhaps even. And then we offer other trainings throughout the year. Could be integration of spirituality and mental health. And then the social work interns also gather a lot in second semester doing seminars and case presentations. So a lot of opportunities to get training in a variety of different modalities. Which finally, one of the great things that I'd love to be able to say about Pacific Clinics is that we really love doing our internship program as part of our workforce development program. And we have a great track record of hiring past interns. I think a vast majority of our GSWEC interns do typically get hired in the respective programs that they're in. And we have several who've been with us for many years who've grown through the organization. So each year we probably hire around 2/3 of our interns in general throughout the organization. And it's a great place to start your career. And we certainly look forward to meeting you when you contact us. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.
Hello, my name is Christy Lau, and I'm the Senior Director at Partners in Care Foundation. And I'm here today to tell you a little bit about the internship opportunities we have for the academic year 2022 to 2023 with GSWEC. At Partners in Care Foundation, our mission is to align social care and healthcare to address the social determinants of health and equity disparities affecting diverse, underserved, and vulnerable populations. Here's an overview of all that we'll have available in the way of internships. There will be a total of 3 internships available at Partners in Care, 1 micro placement and 2 macro placements. All internships are based in Los Angeles and will be a hybrid of remote and in-person, of course, in compliance with the Los Angeles County Public Health Orders. Our first micro placement will be with our network department. The learning goals for this internship will be to provide short-term case management for individuals coming out of the hospital or who are at risk for hospitalization. This intern will learn to conduct in-depth assessments of individuals' needs based on social determinants of health and provide responsive resources. This person should be independent, organized, comfortable working with older adults or people with medical needs, and maybe knowledgeable about local resources, although that's not required. Our second internship will be a macro placement with our community wellness department. The learning goals for this placement will be to learn to conduct outreach to community sites and older adults, to coordinate and implement evidence-based health promotion programs. This person will train in and facilitate at least one type of evidence-based program in the community or remotely. They will also analyze workshop and participant data to identify best practices and opportunities for quality improvement. The desired skills we're looking for in this person will be independence, organization, the ability to multitask, comfort with public speaking, somebody who's analytical, and a plus would be if you are bilingual, although that is not required. Our third internship will be a macro placement with our Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion department. The learning goals will be to understand the value of diversity, to understand and respond to cultural differences, and to increase awareness of the agency and its stakeholder cultural norms. The desired skills we're looking for in this person will be somebody who understands implicit bias, microaggression development and understanding, cultural competency, and organizational learning. The supervision that you will receive as an intern will include weekly supervision with your field supervisor and/or preceptor, which will include orientation, coaching around your process recordings or evidence-based recordings. Some of you know them as EBRs. You'll also receive professional development coaching, project guidance, and everything in between. At Partners in Care, we also do monthly case conferences and preceptor educational presentations where you'll get to learn about special topics from preceptors within the agency. As far as additional opportunities, we work collaboratively. So there will be opportunity for cross-department observations to find out what happens in other departments, what other interns might be experiencing. And there's also opportunity at times for cross-department collaboration on projects whenever it's applicable. Maybe it's a project that is assigned by your school or even your GSWEC project. We hope that you've learned all that you needed to know about our internship opportunities at Partners in Care Foundation. If you would like to learn more about the agency itself, you can visit our website at www.picf.org. Thank you, and we hope to see you soon.
Hi, everyone, and welcome. My name is Jenny Samala, and I am a client care coordinator at SSG Silver. SSG Silver is just one of the many divisions of SSG, And our agency specifically works with older adults. So Silver, our name, stands for Sustaining Independent Lives with Vital and Empowering Resources. So at Silver, our goal of our services is to really help older adults maintain their independence in the community. And we work with folks from all walks of life, and we help them to help close the gaps of health and their mental health. And our agency especially works with the Asian Pacific and Islander community by providing culturally and linguistically appropriate services. So currently, we serve folks who speak Tagalog, Korean, Cantonese, and Mandarin. And we also work collaboratively with different providers, as well as Little Tokyo Service Center, Chinatown Service Center, Cambodian Association of America, and many others. So at Silver, our services include information and referral. We provide trainings. We do workshops at conferences. We also provide case management and services to link people to community resources for that they may need. We provide services to caregivers, and we also provide mental health services. So at Silver, some of our aging services include linkages, supportive service program, and family caregiver support. So these services are aimed at case management, which focuses on connecting folks to resources that they may need to live better quality of lives. And next, I'm going to turn over the next part of the presentation to my colleague, who will go into more information about our mental health services.
Thank you, Jenny, for getting us started. Hello, everyone. My name is Sandra Sanchez Conde. I'm a client care coordinator here at SSG Silver. So I'm going to spend some time talking about the mental health services that we provide at our agency. Starting off with PEI, Prevention and Early Intervention. This program is for individuals with milder symptoms, possibly having issues with adjustment or changes, and are seeing a little bit less frequency due to their severity. We have Field Capable Clinical Services, OCS, formerly known as RRR. This program is a little bit more intense than the PEI program. We see them more frequently. We also provide case management, medication support, and psychiatry consultation if that's something that they're interested in. Then we have the Full Service Partnership, Older Adult FSP. FSP is our more intense program. It is 24/7. And just like OCS, we provide case management, medication support, and psychiatry consultation. Next is the Korean ICM ICP. It's our mental health services for Korean speaking individuals. And then we also have Telemental Health, which is a program that we work in collaboration with a couple of senior apartments where the management connects the senior to a tablet. And then we're able to provide telehealth services to that community. Mental health projects. So funded by the Los Angeles County Department of Mental Health. So our projects are funded by DMH. We service the areas 2 to 8, 25 miles from the SSG main office. Services are rendered in the community with the exception of psychiatry. So pre-COVID pandemic, we would be out in the field, we would be field-based, and we would see our clients in their homes and provide services there. Given the situation, we are providing services over the phone or via telehealth. We still go out to see clients when we see it necessary. So it really depends on client to client, but for the most part, we are providing services via telephone and telehealth. Eligibility criteria. So they need to have a primary diagnosis that meets medical necessity and not have private insurance or an HMO. And we do work with Cal MediConnect. So depending on the severity of the client and the symptoms, we will go ahead and decide the level of care that they benefit the most from, and we'll either enroll them in our PEI program, OCS, FSP, Korean ICM. So it really just depends on the client's needs. Lastly, we wanted to leave you with a couple of videos that our interns have made in regards to their experience working at SSG Silver. So I hope that this gives you more insight on how it is working with our population and in our agency.
Hi, I'm Yasmin. I'm an intern at SSG Silver. I'm a case management intern, and I help connect our clients to a lot of resources. It's been a really rewarding experience so far, navigating the different systems and kind of seeing what's available for clients or what should be available for them, and really understanding the barriers they face and the challenges that they face, and kind of helping them navigate that and overcome them.
Hi everyone, my name is Woo Sung Choi. I'm currently an intern at SSG Silver. My current role, I would say, is close to being a case manager. So what I do is I do an intake of clients and I connect them to resources and referrals that they might need, or they don't think that they need, but they really need it. So basically I just connect people to resources that they need. My experience here has been very good, very helpful, because it helped me discover so many resources that I didn't even know that existed or should exist. And you know, at first I had trouble finding a lot of resources, but I asked my coworkers and colleagues, and they were very helpful. So if you want to help elderly adults, if you want to help them connect to resources, I highly recommend interning at SSG Silver.
My name is Isabel Mejia, and I had the opportunity to intern with SSG Silver with the GSWEC program. It's been an incredible experience. I've gotten to get some macro experience working at one of the senior transitional housing facilities and learning more about the housing needs that are in LA County. I've also got to see a little bit more of the clinical aspect, case management, and overall it has been a really encompassing and insightful experience.
Hello everyone, I'm Sally Hammett. I'm the Chief of Social Work at the VA Greater Los Angeles Healthcare System. I'm so excited to be here with you today and to let you know how dedicated we are to improving the lives of veterans and their families. Here at the VA Greater Los Angeles Healthcare System, we provide healthcare services at 11 locations in a 5-county area of Southern California. Facilities include our West Los Angeles VA Medical Center and our Sepulveda VA Medical Center. We also have 9 community-based outpatient clinics. The VA Greater Los Angeles Healthcare System is one of the leading healthcare systems serving veterans in the VA Desert Pacific Network. We're an innovative care center within our network, and our medical centers include others in Arizona, California, and New Mexico. The VA Greater Los Angeles System serves the healthcare needs of more than 86,000 veterans. And each year we complete more than 1.3 million outpatient visits and more than 8,000 inpatient visits. Our hospitals and ambulatory care centers have 716 total operational beds, including 296 domiciliary beds, those are residential, 224 community living center beds or nursing care beds, 82 surgical beds, 48 intensive care beds, 46 inpatient mental health beds, and 20 physical medicine and rehabilitation beds. We rely on volunteer services across our system, and in a given year, we have anywhere from 900 and above volunteers give over 170,000 hours of their time in service to our veterans. Our West LA VA and Sepulveda VA are teaching hospitals, and those provide a full range of healthcare services for veterans in a state-of-the-art technology, as well as education and research. We provide professional training in most medical and surgical specialties. And our primary affiliations are with the UCLA School of Medicine and the USC School of Medicine. We also have affiliations with more than 45 colleges, universities, and vocational schools that provide training in 17 allied health fields. Each year, we train more than 500 university residents, interns, and students. We sponsor 16 medical residencies and associated health residencies and internships in fields like dentistry, podiatry, optometry, pharmacy, clinical psychology, dietetics, and social work. We're proud of our partnerships with these top institutions and organizations that support educational missions at the VA. And we're really super excited to be a part of GSWEC. For me, I love being at the VA because of the connection to the mission and putting veteran in the center of everything that we do. I'm excited to see students grow and become employees here at the VA. And I hope that all of you who consider taking a chance on us recognize the true meaning and value of that mission to the veteran. I'm excited today for you to also hear from some other social workers who have been involved in GSWEC, either as field instructors, as clinicians, and even alumni themselves. They're going to talk to you about their experience in GSWEC and what that's been like for them. Thank you for taking the opportunity to listen, and I wish you all the best in your academic endeavors.
Hi, my name is Adrienne Yoakley. I am a GSWEC alumni. I chose the VA because of the vast experience I would receive as a student. I was able to do a rotation through inpatient mental health ward, as well as the community living center, and then also see residents in a community residential setting. I would say my experience at the VA has taken me many places, from inpatient hospital setting and then back to the VA as a social work supervisor. The experience you will receive as placement at the VA is phenomenal.
Hello, my name is Maureen Burrell, and I'm a social worker in the Adult Day Healthcare Program at the VA. I was a GSWEC alumni, and I chose placement at the VA because it offered me everything I was looking for in geriatrics, a wide array of clinics, inpatient settings, and outpatient settings that helped me develop myself as a clinician. And it was a supportive and nurturing environment. What I learned from my placement at the VA is resiliency, belief in myself, and recognizing what I wanted in my career. I wanted to be able to serve our country. I wanted to be able to serve our veterans. I'm proud to work at the VA.
Hi, my name is Viara. I am a GSWEC intern. I chose the VA because it gave me a wider range of clinical experiences. I interned at the VA outpatient mental health clinic. I worked in addiction treatment, nursing home, hospice, adult day healthcare program, and I'm currently in medicine and surgery. I'm grateful for the clinical experience I have received, and I'm excited to give back to the GSWEC community by being able to serve as a field instructor for new interns. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ziki Mok, and I am a GSWEC alumni. The reason why I chose the VA is because of all the opportunities that are available in the VA. I was placed in the adult day healthcare program during my internship, and I was able to shadow many different programs, such as the community living center, dialysis unit, and also home-based primary care. The support and learning experience are overwhelmingly positive, and I enjoyed every second in my internship. The experience that I gained from my internship has prepared me to start my social work career in the VA, and I'll be precepting this year again to give back to the GSWEC community.
Hey, thank you for your interest in Wise and Healthy Aging. My name is Miles McNeely, and I'm the director of our Elder Abuse Prevention Program at Wise. Wise and Healthy Aging is a nonprofit social service organization that provides a variety of services to older adults and caregivers throughout the county. We are headquartered in Santa Monica, but we do have locations throughout the county, and I'll be talking about that a little bit later. We have 4 different placement opportunities for interns, and interns decide which placement opportunity they want to pursue. So the first one is our HEART program, which stands for Holistic Elder Abuse Response Team. And the HEART program is a client-centered wraparound case management program that provides a variety of services to the clients in our program, including brief therapy, support groups, case management, and then legal advocacy, which is usually in the form of helping our clients with getting an elder abuse restraining order. We are located at the Long Beach Long-Term Care Ombudsman Office, which is in Bixby Knolls. And what's unique about this program is that we also have a desk at the Long Beach Police Department in the Special Victims Detail. So we work closely with the elder abuse detectives assigned to those cases, and we partner together to come up or to support our clients with coming up with safety plans and interventions that are going to address the safety and abuse that our clients are experiencing. Another unique element of this program is that there's really not a lot of programs like this throughout the entire country. There's really only a handful. So it's a really unique approach to responding to elder abuse. The next placement opportunity is in our long-term care ombudsman program. And I want to start off by mentioning that there are several locations throughout the county in which an intern may apply and interview for. We are in Long Beach, Torrance, Santa Monica, Van Nuys, Lancaster, Pasadena, and Montebello. So the purpose of the program is to respond to allegations and reports of abuse that may be occurring in long-term care facilities like nursing homes and assisted living facilities. So the intern may be responding to a complaint of abuse, reaching out to the resident, if they're wanting support, coming up with a plan of how the issue may be resolved, and then advocating for the client with facility staff and facility administrators or other parties that might be involved. Another thing that we do in this program is we do unannounced facility visits, where we're going to facilities unannounced, we're touring the facility, we're engaging with the residents, and if there's issues that might need to be resolved, we're there to help advocate for those residents and figure out ways to resolve the issues. Some of the skills that interns get to develop in this program is there's motivational interviewing skills, use of professional self, advocacy skills. How am I going to interact with professional administrators in a way that's going to result in the issue being resolved? One other thing I'd like to share about the Ombudsman program is that our Ombudsman program is the largest Ombudsman program in the nation, and it's considered to be a model of Ombudsman services throughout the nation. So it's highly respected. Moving on to our third placement opportunity is in our care management program, which is located in Santa Monica. And what the intern is doing in this program is meeting with the care management clients, conducting geriatric assessments, including a biopsychosocial, and in learning about the client's needs through these assessments, working with them to come up with a care plan. How can, identifying those needs, and then identifying how can I, as a social worker, as a social work intern, support the goals that have been established in your care plan, and then following up with the client periodically to check in to see where the progress is and how else they can be supported. One of the unique elements of this placement is that it's a really great way for interns to develop really strong foundational skills in terms of understanding the needs of older adults, the systems that older adults commonly interface with, what are the resources available, and developing a really strong skill set when it comes to assessment. So our fourth and final internship placement opportunity is in our Adult Day Service Center. And the Adult Day Service Center is a place where an intern can develop assessment skills, doing biopsychosocial assessments with the participants that are assigned to them. And then based off of that assessment, creating a 6-month care plan with suggested interventions that are specific to the needs of the participants and that are in line with the adult day service model. It's a really great way for an intern to be able to implement creativity in how they're responding to these assessments and to the needs that are being identified. And there's a lot of opportunities for fun because the kinds of activities that are being provided include recreational activities, art activities, dance, discussion. You know, how are we going to improve and support mental stimulation? How are we going to support exercise and physical activity? It might be through therapeutic chair yoga, it might be through other forms of chair exercises. There's intergenerational activities where children are engaging with our participants. And then there's visits and performances by professional artists and entertainers. This placement is based in Santa Monica. And in addition to the day-to-day activities that we're providing in the Adult Day Service Center, there's also a program called Wise Minds, which is a research-informed program comprised of 8 to 12 individuals who are taking a proactive approach to memory loss. So I do think that with all of our placements, there really are great opportunities for implementing yourself as an intern, as an individual, being able to use creativity with how you're responding to the needs of the clients or the residents that are being assigned to you. And if there are further questions about wise and healthy aging and the kinds of services and programs we provide, I highly encourage students to go to our website, wiseandhealthyaging.org. Thank you for your interest in our organization, and we hope to hear from you all over the coming months.